Hey everybody, it's Tom Moore coming to you with another episode about living in Halifax. Today we've actually got a really special episode. Me and a couple of old friends are going up to Cape Breton this weekend for a big 4-day trek along the Seawall Trail from Cove all the way at the top of Cape Breton down to Pleasant Bay or through Pollets Cove, which is a pretty popular hike. Anyways, we're going to try to document the hike along the way, so I hope you enjoy. All right, little update. We got on the road late, an hour too late. One of the cars had an issue, so I ended up having to grab my parents' car and just picked up Alex to wheel. There he is, having a laugh, camera shy. And we are going up in one car, and then the boys are going up in another car, and one of the boys is already up there. So we're actually in a little traffic outside of Bedford, but we're going to the hitting the road, fast highway, going up to Nate's cottage tonight, which is about a 4.5 hour drive, I'd say.
Yes.
All right, he's very camera shy. He doesn't have the same camera time that I do. Anyways, we'll check in with you in a bit. All right, so little update. Just woke up. It's 6:30 on Friday, and we got here last night. It was Johnny's birthday earlier this week, so we had a little cake. All the boys got their stuff ready, and I'm gonna pop the drone up here at Nate's cottage so you guys can have a quick look, and then we're gonna get on the road 3 hours to Cove. All right. Just keep walking normal. Look like such a good
Camera shy.
Okay, so we're about to take off to meet Cove, which is at the very top of Cape Breton Island. Get to drive through the Cabot Trail, which is kind of cool. And it's gonna be about a 3-hour drive, as I just mentioned. So we get a bit of it's 7 a.m. now, hoping to be there around 10 a.m. and then get started. I think we got about 5 hours today. But yeah, along the way, we'll go over a little history of kind of what's going on with this trail. Okay, so Nate, I'm gonna ask you now about the Seawall Trail. So obviously what we're doing is pre-development, and it's 3 nights, 4 days, varying distances each day, but it's about 48 to 50 kilometers.
Kilometers is what it says. Our GPS clocks in at 36 kilometers, so a bit of a discrepancy that we're gonna have to figure out.
That's why we got a map.
What's that?
That's why we got a map.
Yeah.
Just kidding, just kidding.
Yeah, so it's under development. They just announced the flooding this year, 6.4 million. That includes, I think, 3 huts along the way. They were originally gonna have kitchens in them, but due to inflation and stuff, they canceled that. But it's gonna be big development. Excited to do this pre-development, and there's basically no trail after the first day and the last day.
Okay, so pretty rugged here today. Eventually the government's gonna come in, take 10 years to build a trail, and then other people will be able to enjoy it. Similar to the trails in Europe.
Moose.
Just kidding, I wish.
Do we know what to do if a moose starts running at us?
Behind a tree.
All right, quick update. How are we feeling here?
Fantastic. A little
Okay.
nervous about the bowl, but other than that,
Nate, how are we
ready to
feeling?
go.
I'm feeling great, pal.
Nerves are good. Nerves are good. Going
are
through the
good.
national park now, Cape Breton Highlands. 1.5 hours to meet Cove. Bye.
Thank you. I might be a smart ass.
No.
Other blueberries sometimes grow.
No, they're like a whitish green.
Little update. We just did kind of the first hour and a half of the trail. We popped out right here at the radar station. Can't really see it. We got this nice open kind of plain that we're going to cross. But basically, the first hour and a half is kind of uphill to start, and then you're slowly coming down another little rise, but it's mostly treed. You don't get too much in the way of woods. So we're going to continue on here, eventually run into these bulls slash the horses. That right there is affectionately known as Mountain. We have to climb that first thing tomorrow, and our campsite is basically all the way at the base of that mountain that juts out there. So that's where we're going to now. What?
What a view. Oh, no.
Blood. Bull blood. Let's document everything.
If we don't make it up, I don't know.
Take a video. Just finished kind of some stuff through some open terrain. You can see there, we've been going for a couple hours. Anyways, now we're about to do 2K through this kind of woods behind me. We're gonna hug that coastline there. There's the boys. And then we're gonna basically go up and over the back of this. Probably take us a couple hours. I think it's about 2 or 3 kilometers of bushwhacking that we're about to do. So I think I'm gonna just see you guys at the first campsite. And honestly, just to continue on that, we have had phenomenal weather here. It's probably like 24 degrees, little overcast, but blue skies lighting up these mountains. There's been little blueberry bushes along the way. They got some snacks, stopped to fill up the water and a couple brooks. I think we've ran into probably 3 or 4 brooks today with fresh water where you can fill up your bottle. So there's lots of water on this part. And then, yeah, we're just slowly moving along. We're gonna have a late lunch. We'll probably get to camp around 3:30, and then a late dinner. And hopefully me and Johnny are gonna be able to go for a swim in the ocean. And if not, there's a big running brook at the campsite, so we'll be able to swim there as well. But yeah, so far so good. Great weather today. We got our first view of that huge mountain, SHIT mountain as it's called. And yeah, so that was a little bit of a wake-up call for tomorrow morning, first thing. But everybody's in good spirits. No injuries, no blisters yet. Hiking poles, great choice. I've never hiked with poles before, but I'm glad I brought them today. Hasn't been too bad. Thoughts of the first leg here? Cake, easy as cake. Avery, veteran hiker of the Fundy Footpath, circa 2022.
Veteran. I wouldn't say that yet.
Completed it, as did Nate, the guy in blue there. Those are the 3 Allen brothers. True force to be reckoned with on these trails. Stu, what'd you think of the first little bit there?
Nice and easy. Probably the easiest part of the journey.
Yeah, okay, good. Johnny?
Feeling good. A lot of blueberries.
Yeah, a lot of blueberries. Very nice. Okay, and Nate hopefully hasn't got us lost. We got this fancy GPS, and we got to figure out how to get over all this stuff and around that corner.
How you doing, big guy?
Doing good. Trekking along here. Got a little hot going through that tight forest. But now it's opened up, and this is honestly, we got a little cool breeze here. Much more manageable for the hike, which is good.
45 minutes later.
45 minutes later.
All of these are competing.
Just gonna hop ahead and get you going by me.
Made that one up.
It's quotables. Add it to the book.
Go ahead if you want to. I'm just gonna try this thing go off.
I'm good. We just finished kilometer 1 of 2 of kind of the bushwhack before we get to the campsite. You can see right there the top of SHIT mountain, and we're just trying to plot a course, but man, it is beautiful out here. I mean, every hour you get just a stunning view like this. And anyways, we're kind of on this super shale, like basically this stuff right here. And it is quite buggy. First day, Second half wouldn't be the worst idea, putting on pants. I've been poking myself a little bit, but you know, if you can tough it out. It's relatively hot here, so I made the gamble. I don't hate it. I mean, my arms are getting lit up pretty good too, but it's not too bad. All right, we made it to our first campsite. Right behind me there is the Massif that we are going to start our day with. So that's going to probably take, what, 3 hours, Abe? What do you think?
Yeah, at least. Jesus.
3 hours through the scree. You can see my legs just cut. I was completely wrong. You should have worn pants today. And yeah, no, we're feeling good though. Feeling accomplished. And excited for tomorrow. Yeah, looking forward to it. Big day. Big day. Oh yeah, that's nice. All right, well, we're nearing the end of day 2, or day 1. Pretty good day overall. We got some great weather, a nice sunset here, which you probably can't see. But this is basically our camp. There's a mountain there that we're gonna be hiking up tomorrow. And yeah, right now we got Stu and John trying to hang the food for the bears. Avery and Nate are basically scouting ahead for tomorrow to see if there's an easier trail to climb that mountain. And me and Alex are holding down the fort here, making sure that the tents don't decide to take off into there, which would be unfortunate. But yeah, other than that, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Big day, big start.
Yeah, moving slow.
I think it'll take a while. Like if you include breakfast, taking a camp down.
I prefer to knock at the camp at like 7.
All right, we are awake. Got up at 5:45, and we're doing that first thing. So, time to get ready. A little windy last night there. Probably was up 10 times or so. Some of the boys were up a bit more, but no bear attacks, no coyote attacks, and we're ready for the next leg. So this morning we're doing up and over. We're trying to get on the road for 7 a.m. because we probably got 2 hours, maybe 3 hours of climbing that. And yeah, it's going to be a big challenge. So looking forward to it.
I'm blogging for Tom.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Tommy boy. Tom. How you doing?
Yeah, it's not gonna lie. There are a lot of these routes.
All right, so we just made it up this guy right here. Quite steep, pretty difficult terrain, but that probably took us 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Wind was really bad at the first bit, which had me a bit spooked, but once we got into this little gully here and started basically climbing vertical, we made it. And now we've got this great view.
I think that's 60 degrees.
And that's our campsite right down there. You can see it. So we basically, there's a little hill there to start, come up this other hill, cross over along here, and then right up this gully, basically vertical. And now we got this great hangout spot. And then we have to go do the rest of the mountain, so that's not gonna be fun. All right, we found the orange tape, which is outstanding, considering we just walked directly uphill through the woods. So that's a bit of morale boost right there.
Tom. Can you not flip on the camera?
Thoughts on this hike that we just did? From down in that grassy field there, where the red rocks are. I'm not gonna be able to hear you.
It was hard.
All right, camera's coming on, boys. Hey, how you doing?
Just got caught up in a little weather system back there, a lot of rain.
Tommy boy. Man's drinking water.
Hydrated.
I don't think that should be called shit though.
Nice. Rare. Hey everybody, we're about to go down the steepest descent of the whole trip. It's pretty treacherous, but take a look down there. And the camera. Yeah, quite sore on the old ankles and the kneecaps. Anyways, we're gonna get down there and eat some lunch. Woo!
Let's see it.
We made it to the top of the place after lunch. That's Seawall right there. Now we gotta climb down the other side of that onto a beach. Here we go. All right, folks, little update here. We tried to get down Seawall Trail, and when we got to kind of the, I guess it would be the peak or the point that heads into the ocean, the wind, I know I mentioned that in the previous video, but the wind was absolutely insane. Like my mouth was fluttering. Felt like 100 kilometers, might have been 200 kilometers. But we decided that if we tried to go down, we might get stuck. And the other thing that we also found out about was that tonight, in about probably half an hour here, we're gonna get about, 30 mils is it? And there's a flash flood warning. So we decided getting stuck on the side of a mountain in 80-kilometer winds with a flash flood warning was not what we wanted to do today. And we decided to turn back around. We're now probably about 45 minutes from where we turned around, and we've decided to make camp here tonight. ride out the rain. We're getting 90 mils apparently over the next 24 hours, so we are not out of the woods yet, but we're gonna make the most of it. We got a little bit of booze with us too, which is helping to ease the pain. And we're all having a hot meal. And anyways, we're turning around, so that's not great, but it'll be fine. All right, folks, day 3. Just awoke about half an hour ago. We're having some breakfast, getting ready to pack up. We hear thunder, but we're hoping that it's going the other way. We got probably 10 hours back the way we came today. And in my opinion, it's probably going to be a bit easier just because we don't have to climb the massive mountain that we had to climb at the start of yesterday, nicknamed SHIT Mountain for our PG viewers. And anyways, we don't have to climb that level. So we've got one large climb kind of near the start, and then it'll be pretty kind of up, down, and then down. And then we'll get back to the campsite we were at yesterday. So a couple blisters have shown up over the evening, but everybody's in decent spirits, and we're heading home, and let's hope that this rain holds off.
This is gonna be a fun day.
Did that make it better?
All right, we're descending the seawall right now. Figured out our route. Weather's good. Weather's good and holding. Thunderstorms later today.
Alright, and we're out.
How's everybody?
I hate you.
What do you say?
No, I still hate you.
You should do something.
All right, folks, switched our minds once this morning. Took about 20 minutes to change our minds, but we're now here. The wind is much more manageable, and there's no white caps, which is a huge asset to us. And so we're gonna head down this, right down there, along that beach, and then figure it out. But yeah, we'll keep you updated. Yeah.
Wow, you're right. That looks scary.
All right, now kick Tom down.
All right, folks, we are descending into Malcolm's Brook, which is where actually day 2 is supposed to end. Looks like we might be camping there tonight and then doing a real hard 5 hours to Pollets tomorrow. Then 2.5 out on a cut trail, which is going to feel like, well, it's going to feel very easy compared to what we've just been through. That last hill that we just went over, I don't know what it's called, but it was a sneaky trek. And anyways, we got to find our campsite here. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. We could probably make it, but we'd have to go summit this guy right here. And we don't know how much campsite is up there. Anyways, so we're going to do this plan. All right, last day. We just left camp. Basically at the bottom down there. Got in yesterday around 3. Decided to stay the night, set up tents, and kind of had a chill night. So today we've got probably about 8.5 hours. We're gonna hike to Pollets, which is 5. And then from Pollets out is 2.5. Boys are looking real forward to the path being cut. Because right now we're basically going through our own path, which is a little bit difficult, but we're about to go up Bald Mountain, which is over that way somewhere to the top of this. I think we got probably about 80 meters left. So here we go. All right, folks, we are at the top, and as you can see out there, it's crazy. The glacier rolled all across this 1,000,000 years ago plus. And so now we're kind of riding along the top of the mountain ridge. Gonna keep going here, maybe another small elevation, but we're going to Pollets.
So casually, that was sick.
And it's gone.
Don't love me, can't hurt me. What you're doing can't hurt me. What you're doing, don't love me, can't hurt me. What you're doing can't hurt me. What you're doing, don't love me, can't hurt me. Doing can't hurt me. What you're doing. What you're doing, don't love me, can't hurt me. What you're doing can't hurt.
All right, we kind of made it to the top here, but it's basically a gradual ascent until we get to Pollets. So we just did the huge climb of probably 260 meters. Took us about an hour 15 or so. So we've got about 4 hours left of just going and going. And hopefully, honestly, this weather's kind of nice. It's a little cloudy, but it's not super hot. And yeah. All right, we've made good time. Pollets is down at the bottom of this little guy here. So we're gonna get down there hopefully in the next couple hours, have a little lunch, and then move on to Pollets because we're all craving food and beer. And we got beer in the truck, and we're gonna go find a place to get some food.
If we get lucky here, we could be.
All right, that's the mountain we came down. We're now in this beautiful grass field, and we're heading to Pollets. So we'll be there soon. All right, just made it down the mountain. I guess that was Bald Mountain descent. And the second half of that descent was probably the hardest part of this journey so far. It's not on the same steepness level as, or like rockiness level or as exposed as you found on Seawall, but it is just sheer. We were going at about like 3 steps a minute almost because you're just trying to get down on this loose scree. So it took us a while, but it's 11 a.m. now, and we got about 1.5 kilometers to get to Pollets. So ideally we'll be there for noon. Then we're a quick hike out. Well, not quick, but feels quick. All right, folks. Well, we made it to Pollets Cove there. The last half an hour that we just went through, there was supposed to be a trail, but there was a ton of deadfall. So we ended up doing some of the crazier bushwhacking we've done, but it's a good end to the story, you know. Hardest at the end, and now we're here. So on to the last little jaunt back to the car. All right, well, we've
They're so long ago.
gotten to Pollets, taking a little break here to have a little bite to eat and refill water. Our feet are absolutely soaked, so we're gonna have that for the last 2.5, 3 hours out of here. But once we get to the car, we got beer and chips,
Whiskey.
dry clothes, and yeah, then we're gonna go get a big meal, have a shower, and that's all she wrote.
There's Pollet. One go.
Like up on top there where the mountain wall basically, right? Where the fog is here. That's all. I think all of that is Bald Mountain.
Rude. Unresponsible.
I know.
All right, well, we are on the Pollets Cove Trail. About 45 minutes in. I think we probably got about an hour and a half, hour 45 left. Pretty tired, not gonna lie, but we got some sun, a cut trail, which is great. And it feels like we're walking in fast forward, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, folks, we have made it. There's our wonderful chariot that awaits us with beer, chips, and a full tank of gas. I'd like to thank my cameraman, Alex Tawil, who's on the other side of this. Took a lot of great B-roll and interviewed me when my phone died. But yeah, other than that, great trip. Tired, sore, excited for a hot meal, some booze, and some sleep.
Amazing. Oh yeah. Beer feels
Debbie.
good too.
Say hi to the camera. Hello.
Hello, camera.
Under legs of pure rubber. Hey. Yeah, that was still my worst part. I just a slog. It wasn't the hardest. I just bushwhacking. I hated it.
That was your worst part? How about you, Stu? What was your worst part?
Oh, that is delicious.
He's got to wait for the bottle.
Oh.
Can you not take a video?
Oh, I was want no, that was me. I just want to get the speech.
Hi. This is a tough one because we're met. Geez. I thought walking that plateau on Bald Mountain was incredible. Like looking on every side.
Nice, yeah.
That was, and then the lake, and then stopping for a bit, taking the drone out. That was really cool. Low. This is tough because there were so many.
Raccoon City?
I think the low was that. I don't know, that scree section to Malcolm's Creek sucked. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It's the end of the
yeah,
day.
I agree.
That was really brutal for me.
I actually changed my high.
Just for 2 seconds.
I think that's like
I literally got high. I was so grumpy.
Oh,
so much energy.
The ladies are gonna love this.
Just
No, right when we.
low was starting.
Come a long way.
Say it again.
Say it again.
Last fingerful of chips in there,
All right.
boys.
My high, no, my low was starting Seawall. No. Go. God damn it.
Not a
Start
do-over.
again.
No, no.
My high was finishing Seawall, and my low was starting Seawall.
Okay, drink to that. Thomas? Oh, it was up to Stu. Okay, Stu.
Seawall Manor or the whole trail?
I think, high for me was descending Seawall, but I think specifically that one section where you go over the top and you go right down that gully and you're climbing and sliding and hands on the rock. Low point for me would probably be, I guess the ascent and descent going into Malcolm's.
What about when you whack your face with your own pole?
Oh yeah, whacking my face with my own pole, going down Bald Mountain. That was my low. You're correct on that. I think I repressed that memory. Yeah, the ups and downs though, physically and mentally.
Yeah. Cheers.
You go, Tom.
Okay, my high was honestly probably about an hour ago. Right after we crossed that river, I had to stop. I had crazy deja vu that I told you guys about actually, which was really weird. But then I kind of got by myself for probably half an hour there, and I was just walking along and like thinking of all the trip at once, and like gratefulness and all that stuff, right? So it was cool to just experience that by myself, looking out at the ocean, and we're half an hour out, so you're obviously feeling pretty high there. Low, I think for me was strange enough. Yesterday, I've said this a couple times, but yesterday before we got to Malcolm's Brook, when we were summiting that saddle, I think it was because in my head I was like, oh man, we got another 5 hours to Pollets, because we hadn't definitely decided at that point.
Yeah.
And we were slogging it up that mountain. And anyways, that was my low.
Well said.
Cheers.
All right.
I think my high was probably, my high was definitely the waterfall at the bottom of Seawall.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a crazy.
That
was
in
a
there for like
crazy.
an hour.
I was so happy in there.
Your hair.
Oh.
You're
And then I think my low is probably like twofold, and it's the alder groves that we had to go through, both in that right before that ascent, descent into Delaney's, and then also right before we got to Bald Mountain.
I thought you liked that because you were planking.
So those are my lows.
Hey, you're adding to the physicality.
You're the only guy that's ever planked on Seawall.
Oh, that is good. That is
That
good.
is amazing skills. Thank you.
Dad,
guys.
thank you.
That's probably for you guys.
Hey, you know what? Before the video ends, actually, I want to cheers to Mom and Dad. Thank you guys for
seriously.
driving us.
Thanks for the
hosting
drive.
us before and
hosting
after.
us.
Such if we had to drive back to Meat Cove right now, we could not have done it without you.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Also, can you drive home?
We're all cheers to you guys.
Cheers. Yeah, cheers to you.
Yeah.
Cheers to you guys. 2 words. They start with 2 words. Starts with C and W. Seawall.
Seawall.
You guys are honorary
Cork in
members
their
of the
hand.
You can cut that out.